Hello everyone, my name is Roman, and in this video I will be showing you this TV box. This is Ugoos X5M Pro. As you can see, I already took it out from the case. So that's how main board looks like. So yeah, and let me show you what you can see on this board. So basically here we have Type-C power input, and this board could be powered from the USB port, so it has really low power consumption, as I already tested, but I'm gonna be showing you that in this video. This board could be powered from the TV USB port, so yeah. It can operate even from the 5 volts 500 milliamps. So basically currently I don't have equipment to test will this board work from 1 watt of power, but I think it could actually work even from the 1 watt. So yeah, okay. Here we have HDMI output, so this board can give 4K 60 Hz or the Full HD 120 Hz of the output. Here you can see the USB Type A OTG port, so it's Type A OTG. Here you can see the gigabit LAN port. So maximum speed with this gigabit LAN should be somewhere around 880 megabits. As for the Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi speed should be somewhere around 300 megabits. So keep that in mind. Here you can see I soldered the those pins for the debugging. I have this UART TTL adapter, so yeah. Okay. Here you can see the SPDIF output, so it is optical output for the lossy Dolby and DTS sound. Yeah, if you have old receiver, so only with SPDIF input, so you could totally transfer sound to it. So here you have USB Type A port, a USB host. So as you can see, it is not 3.0, it's 2.0, so your speed will be limited, as well as the output power for your device. So yeah, just keep that in mind that it is 2.0. Next you can hear micro SD card slot. So you could plug your micro SD card and have some files here, music, videos, movies, whatever. Yeah. So here you have the IR sensor and the LED. Of course you have this battery. I don't know why it is necessary here, but probably when board is powered off to save time or some preference. But yeah. Okay. So that's how this board looks. Underneath you have this update button. So in order to flash new firmware with the USB burning tool, all you have to do, since I have the laptop with Type-C port, I could use Type A, Type-C cable, but probably you will need Type A adapter, whatever. So all you need to do is to download the firmware for the X5M Pro. In USB burning tool, you add this firmware, you click start, you totally power off your board completely. So after that, while your Type-C, Type A cable or Type A cable is plugged to your PC, you press this button, you power on your device from the AC outlet, whatever, and you're still holding this button. then you release it, and then your USB burning tool will start flashing the firmware. So yeah, if you have some problems with firmware, whatever, you could totally use USB burning tool to completely erase and flash new firmware. That's how it goes. Okay, so let me show you what's underneath the this radiator. One moment. It's not that easy. Okay, I got it. So here you can see Amlogic S905X5M SOC. So yeah, that's how it looks. And here is the radiator. That's how it's attached here. So yeah, nothing too fancy. Okay. The few things that I want to mention, but I'll be showing you this a little bit later, that this CPU have AV1. It's not a hardware accelerated, it is software accelerated. So basically you can play AV1 codecs on this device, but it will use software decoding. So yeah, your CPU will heat up and use a little bit more power than usual, so just keep that in mind. I'll be showing you the benchmarks a little bit later, so you could see for yourself. Okay, probably I have it attached. Yeah, it should work fine now. So okay. So let me show you the benchmarks of this device and other stuff. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm gonna be showing you the benchmarks. Okay, so let's see the benchmarks for the Ugoos X5M Pro. So here you can see the PC mark. It is 4691. So let's go next. With wildlife 3D mark, the score is pretty low, it's 621, and with slingshot it is 1584. So yeah, with the Antutu version 10.5.1, it is X5M Pro scored 183,453. I hope I spelled it right, sorry. So yeah, but actually you can see the number, it's quad. So for the internet, you should expect from the Wi-Fi somewhere around 300 megabits. Yeah, and with the Ethernet connection you should expect 880. So yeah, I did testing with the Wi-Fi, with the Ethernet it was somewhere around 880 megabits. Yeah, so yeah, those are speeds with the Wi-Fi. Okay, so let's go next. So here you can see that it is Android 14. Nothing too fancy here. The temperature got a little bit high during the test, but it is not such a big problem because it was running at the highest frequency because of the benchmark. Okay, so here you can see the clock max speed, clock minimum speed, stuff like that, and Antutu CPU float has like 4200 score, and here temperature hit almost 60 degrees, as you can see. Actually, one thing, I'm using the filmmaker mode that adds a little bit of delay, so let me set it to monitor. Okay, yeah, now it's much better. Okay, 60, almost 60 degrees Celsius. Okay, the memory controller, sorry, S7D, it has like 6 gigabits of bandwidth speed, and memory total is 3.5 gigabytes. You can see all of this data here. So the disk recording speed is 489, which is quite good. Yeah. Here you can see the GPU. Later I'm gonna show you the AM9 and SK2 compared to this device from the Ugoos. So what's important, Antutu benchmark GPU 3D speed is almost 10,000. And here you can see the hardware support HDR10, 10 Plus and HLG. So with current firmware, the Dolby Vision is not supported, and I have no clue if the Corellic team or the Android, whatever, later version will enable the Dolby Vision, but currently it's unsupported. So yeah. One more important thing, sorry, I think it is data about my TV, but okay. So here you can see the codec support, and if you look to the right, I'm pointing at it. So basically, with every other codec there is this green symbol, and with the AV1 it's blue. So what it means, that the AV1 is supported, but it is software encoded, decoded, whatever, and not the hardware. So basically, yeah, just keep that in mind, that if you were gonna play AV1, it will play, but it will use software. It will be software encoded and not the hardware. For the other codecs like HEVC and VP9, it has like hardware accelerator, but with AV1 it's only for software. Okay, let me show you AM9 compared to with the same test compared to the X5M Pro, so you just can compare them. So in the short words, that AM9 wasn't that hard compared to the X5M Pro, and the score for the CPU float, it has 2755, so that is lower compared to 4000 something on the X5M Pro. But if you look here, and the bandwidth speed here is like 8 gigabits, and it was 6 on the X5M Pro. But if you look at the GPU, the AM9 outperforms the X5M Pro in terms of GPU by 2.5 times, I think. Yeah, so they have the same GPU, only difference is that the AM9 has like version 3, I guess, and the X5M Pro has Mali G310 like version 2. So yeah, the score is very different by many times. Let me show you the SK2. So yeah, basically with this benchmark we can compare the all three Ugoos TV boxes, their specs and capabilities. Yeah, 3D speed is like 10,000, whatever. It's my TV, I'm not gonna show you that. So yeah, you could pause the video and yeah, see and compare if you're interested in like performance of those devices. But yeah, okay, I think we are done here. I've showed you all the benchmarks, so let's move next. Sorry. So let's see the DRM info. So here you can see the ClearKey CDM is version 14, and the white one is set to level 1. So I'm not sure because I'm not using Netflix or stuff like that, but probably the Netflix will output Full HD and not 4K HDR or Dolby Vision. So yeah, just keep that in mind. This device can output Play, Netflix and other streaming services, but probably they will be limited to Full HD. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so one thing forgot to show you, the Geekbench 5. Yeah. Okay, so I run the benchmark history. Yeah, for the CPU single core score, you can see it, almost 200, and with the multi-score it was 700. Nothing too fancy here. And I did the compute test as well, almost 600. Yeah. Okay. I think now I showed you every benchmark, every important benchmark. So with the AIDA, as you can see, it's a 32-bit device. It's not a gaming device. Here you can see all the specs. 4 gigs of RAM. Actually, it's not 4 gigs, a little bit less, but yeah. Internal storage total space is 25 gigabytes. Here you can see other stuff. I think it is not that important because I already showed you the maximum CPU speed and the lowest CPU speed, but yeah, if for you it's mandatory to see all this stuff, you could just pause the video and yeah, Android Franklin. Nothing too interesting here. The thermal SOC 50 degrees, 25 degrees. Yeah, it's a hot day in here. Permission. Yeah, okay, sorry. No, don't allow. Codecs. Okay, so here you can see the codecs, but I think it's not that important. I already showed you. I have already showed you the important stuff about AV1. So yeah. Few things is that this device has like Magisk enabled. So if you would need to have a super user, you could totally enable it and flash your modules and stuff like that. Other interesting stuff is that it already has like Samba server, NFC CIF client. So yeah, because this device is using the low power, and while it's in sleep mode, whatever, you can access files. Your SMB is still running, and probably your device is using like 200 milliamps or even less while it's in a sleep mode, waiting mode, whatever, standby. And yeah, you could enable Samba server and access files or drop some files to your device, and basically you could install a proxy server, and while your device is in a sleep mode, if you need a proxy server to bypass some, I don't know, bypass some limits of your country and watch content from the other country, sorry, you could enable the proxy server and use it from your phone while your TV box is in a sleep mode if you need it. Yeah, so you just keep that in mind that this device has it. So here nothing too fancy, available resolution. So yeah. I think I was able to enable 120 Hz, but probably because my TV input is set not to 4K VRR or 4K 120 Hz, I can't enable it here. But the auto frame rate and stuff works fine here. So yeah, here you can enable switch frame rate, auto frame rate only, and resolution. Just keep in mind, if you enable the auto frame rate here, don't enable it in the YouTube or the Kodi, because it will have conflict. So basically, if you have enabled auto frame rate in Kodi or in other app, just switch it off. Yeah, just keep that in mind. I'll switch it off here. So frequency switching policy, fractional frequencies. So yeah, if your device can handle fractional frequencies, yeah, you will totally get benefits from it. You will get a precise frame rate matching. With the display settings, you can set the output. Currently I'm set to VCBCR 4.2.0 10-bit. but actually more than 8-bit it's not necessary unless you have some 5,000 euros camera which can film in 10 or 12 bits. Yeah, so with the preferred dynamic range you could basically select force conversion always to HDR, HLG, SDR, but probably don't use it. Use the match content dynamic range. It is much better. With the format selections, yeah, HDR10, 10 plus, HLG and no Dolby Vision. It is grayed out, and just keep that in mind. Here also wait, advanced display settings, video picture settings, you have your AI upscale. So basically yeah, you could decrease or increase brightness, saturation, hue. If you don't like it, turn it off, reset it to defaults. And here you can enable Amlogic super upscaling, which makes picture look a little bit sharper. So probably you should have this enabled. With the noise reduction, set it to automatic or low, and with AI scaling it's set it to low, so it will upscale like 720p content. But probably it is better if you test it with your equipment. So yeah, in my case I don't need it because my TV is really good. Philips OLED 908, and my TV has already great upscaling. So yeah. Okay, in terms of sound, advanced sound settings, show formats. Basically it can bypass every necessary format like Dolby Digital Plus, Dolby True HD Atmos and DTS-X master audio, but let me show you that so you can see it for yourself. Okay, let's try HLG. Okay, oh sorry, HLG video. So it is really nice that my TV has this option to view the input format. So yeah, it is SDR, it is HDR, and now it's now it's HLG. Okay, I'll just turn off the volume. Okay, let me show you once again. Yeah, HLG, device outputs it, no big problem. And if you looked at this little guy here, dropped random frames, 0, yeah, 4K output, whatever. If I click here, okay, fractional frequencies 59.94 Hz. So the auto frame rate works fine. It works as expected. So let's try something else. Probably most of you guys are using Plex to play movies or your videos, whatever, your stored media. So yeah, let's try Plex. Okay. Dolby Core Universe. So yeah, if you have like HDR10 Dolby Vision video file, it will fall back to the HDR10. So if I press here, you will see Dolby Atmos, and on my receiver Dolby True HD without Atmos, because my speaker setup is set to 5.1 and not 5.4.1. Okay, so as you can see, no problems with Dolby True HD Atmos. If you have this content, you could totally play it. I think I can show you even the file information here. Yes, True HD 7.1. Okay, and probably wait, let me play it once again. Probably if I, yes, you will see here True HD. Yeah, okay, you can see it. So yeah, remember, this device plays Dolby True HD Atmos. and also the Dolby Digital Plus Atmos. Okay, so for the DTSX and HDR10 Plus, let's see, HDR10 Plus adaptive, DTSX, and my receiver says DTSX IMAX. Probably you can see the auto frame rate. Oh no, sorry. Probably I have probably I have to enable auto frame rate here somewhere. Advanced frame refresh rate switching, okay, on, okay, refresh rate switching delay, none. Okay, let's try it one more time. Because it should say 24 Hz if I remember it correctly. Probably I would need, okay, it is switching, it is switched to 50 Hz. Okay, but with the other video, sorry, I think here it should say 24 Hz or something. Yes, as you can see, 24 Hz. It was my mistake, I didn't enable the frame rate switching. And if I press here, 23.97, whatever, DTS HD. So yeah, frame rate works fine, it's precise. Device can play HLG, HDR10 and HDR10 Plus, and also Dolby True HD Atmos and DTSX Master Audio, so no problems with that. Okay, let me go back on the main screen. Probably one problem is that for some reason Plex didn't turn off the HDR, so probably I will have to play some HDR video once again. Okay, now it's HDR as it's supposed to be. Let me turn this off. Okay, so probably not too fancy here, the Magisk. You can install modules from the zip files. Okay, allow. Just device. No, sorry. I don't need a Magisk right now. But yeah, you can use it, install modules, whatever, grant access to your apps, debug and stuff like that. With the pre-installed apps, it is like Miracast and Media Center, but they are not really important, so you just can cast a screen from your phone and cast music to your device. So yeah, with the Ugoos remote server, you can use your phone as a input with the buffer. So basically, if you need to type in some really long URL and you don't want to use your mouse on the TV, you just install this app on your phone, connect, and you could type with your phone and also copy paste links. So it is really nice. Also the Google Chrome, I'm not gonna run that. Basically that's it. Not too much important stuff. The Uplayer, yeah, it is built-in player. Okay, let's give it access. So one annoying thing is that I have to enable access and stuff like that. I had to disable the Google Play protection and stuff like that. And with every app you just need to enable access, enable permissions. So that's really annoying in my case. Okay, one more thing is that probably you will use it with the IPTV. I will turn off the sound. I'm not using my device for the IPTV, I don't watch it, but probably, I think somewhere here I had like a free IPTV list. Yeah, okay, channel first, internal player, EXO player. Come on. Okay. Okay, the IPTV plays fine, and with the Amlogic upscaling you can enjoy the low bitrate content like the IPTVs and stuff like that. it actually doesn't look that bad, because I'm 100% sure it is a 720p video stream. Yeah, and it looks like a full HD. It's not that bad. With the frame rate matching, probably for everyone it's like 60 or 50 hertz, whatever. It looks nice. Yeah, so you can watch IPTV from this device. So yeah, I guess I showed you the most important aspects of this device. Let me show you that this device could be run from can operate from the USB port with only 2.5 watts, and yeah, let's move on next. So about the ultra low power consumption of the X5M Pro, as you can see here, I already tested this, that my come on, focus, yes, you can see it's 5 volts 500 milliamps. So, and as you can see, this USB cable is running to the X5M Pro. Yeah, it's connected to X5M Pro. You can see my USB TTL adapter, but whatever. So currently, sorry, wrong input. Yeah, sorry, yeah. We are on X5M Pro, and the device operates as usual without any problems, I guess. So let me play some video. Probably let me select the AV1. So yeah, we could yeah, AV1. Yep, it plays fine. AV1. You can see all is working fine. Here is the temperature, stuff like that. I think if I put here bug report, sorry, the drop trend in frames happened because I was skipping the video. Yep, if I play it one more time, it will stay at 0. So yeah, if you have lack of USB adapters and you have only your TV as a USB output source, you could totally plug your X5M Pro to your TV and use it like that. So yeah, it is just a miracle that only for the 2 watts or somewhere around that, this TV box could work and output like 4K video with the AV1. Yeah. So yeah, it's actually quite nice that it has so low power consumption. Okay, now I think let's go to the conclusion part, because this video is already too long. Okay, so conclusion about this TV box. It's pretty good. If you ask me, I think it is not that expensive, and it operates quite well. So yeah, the main downside that it does not have the Dolby Vision support right now, but probably in the near future the Corelic will release the firmware for this device, and yeah, we could totally flash Corelic and watch Dolby Vision without any problems. The remote is quite good too, UR2. It has mouse support. You could totally rebind these buttons and I don't know, assign any other functions for those buttons. Voice search and stuff. The mouse works fine. So yeah, the voice search works for every app that you have installed and have access available. So yeah. Gigabit Ethernet, the Dolby Atmos and DTS-X output, yeah, Dolby True HD Atmos, DTS-X master audio, all work fine. So yeah, and also that this TV box could be powered from the USB port of your TV is actually quite nice as well. So yeah, it's totally a good TV box. I hope this review was informative for you, so you found out about this device. So yeah, I hope it was really helpful. So yeah, I think that would be it. So my name is Roman. Thanks for watching this video. See you next time and bye.